right? We also see, Shakur talking about possibly, going up a weight division to fight Teofimo Lopez.
Mm.
That's an interesting fight. He's been speaking a lot about that on Twitter lately.
Well, that's because due to Teofimo's mouth, you know. Teofimo always putting Shakur name in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty close to him and his parents. You know what I mean? And I'm really shocked that he's talking this here about fighting Shakur because the kid's not on that level either, man. I I can't say, man. Hey, from what I've seen, man, I've seen this guy sparring against some cats, man, that you wouldn't believe was putting the glove on him the way he was. I know I didn't. And I
Mm.
was big on Teofimo, coming on. Matter of fact, when we were in Brazil, man, him, and his father were together, man, after he lost that first day. We
Yeah,
hung out. I went to California, I hang with him. I love his parents, man. His parents is cool.
you think that's a good fight to move up to, 140 to fight Teofimo Lopez?
If say if Fimo beat it by the time we get there, you know what
Mm,
I'm saying?
right. Is it?
This is he another one lost to Cambosis, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness! Right.
And let's look. It ain't like he ain't been getting touched his last few fights.
That's right. That's right. He's not too consistent.
Well, the level of competition goes up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When did they start have to fight some of these guys from out of the country? They gonna see what it's like.
But I'm assuming that would be still a hard fight for you guys, or no? Would
Who,
that be
who,
the most challenging out of the resume so far?
oh, Teofimo?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Mm. You see too much holes.
Yeah, too much holes. It's not even the holes. It's I say it's the fight experience that you have. You know what I mean? Because when shit hit the fan, that fight experience is the only thing that you really have to fall back on. You know what I mean? That basic fundamental skill and whatnot. And if that's not the top part, then I don't think you're going to equate yourself well when the pressure really gets on you.
Right.
It is something, man. There are really levels in this shit. Like a lot of people tell you, man, when you get a high level, high skill fighter, fight a lower level skill fighter, the highest skill fighter is gonna look great. And that's what we've been seeing, man. Joker's been picking their opponent. They've been cherry picking, man.
You know, after all these fights that have been going by, do you guys feel like you'll ever get the Lomachenko or Tank fight?
Well, we want those fights. See, like, everybody look, man. When Shakur came out, Shakur been calling out everybody, but it ain't like he been evading anybody, ducking anybody, and all this his shit. They've been talking and all this here. This is why, I try not to do a lot of talking myself. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be like them. You know what I'm saying? So, what I try to do is make sure that we show everything that we do inside the ring. You know what I'm saying? You call us out, we set the caller, we fight, and then we take care of business in the ring. I think that'll take care of everything. We don't have to talk a lot. I don't like my grandson knowing I'm talking a lot, but my grandson is going to be him. I don't blame him. He know he wanted. He know he's about the baddest joker in the world. It's not like he didn't prove it at every level. Like a lot of these guys, they fell short. They didn't feel it at the JO level. They didn't feel it at the intermediate level, the senior level, the youth men level, or the elite level. They never proved it at none of them. Well, guess what? Each one of those levels, we came out number one on. We was number one our whole career, not just the pros. Our whole career, we was number one. So I think that's a lot of reasons why my grandson gets so frustrated. They get so frustrated. They hear them and say claiming they the best fighter in the world and the best this and that. And not at one point have they proven that in their career. that they was that guy, and they had their whole career to prove it. I
Mm,
like you to ask them, dude, when was they ever a number one
mm. And when you mean by that is you're talking about in the pros, right?
in the pros or the amateurs? We know they wasn't pros in the amateurs, or they'd have been at the top of the food chain.
Right.
It ain't. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let nobody fool you at all. They ain't going into boxing. Hey, all of them would have loved to become Olympians and all that, but they give you an excuse with, "Oh, I wasn't old enough." No, you wasn't good enough, motherfucker. They tell you all that shit. It was too early. All that. No, none of them was good enough. None of them made the fucking teams.